For those of y'all that's been watching any of this with Fani Willis, does she look like she's nervous? Does it look like she's upset, angry? Do you think, at what point do you think she's going to pull out the race card? Oh, wait a minute. I think she already has. Right? Because the people that are asking her questions happen to be white. And you know it's getting under her skin. And I haven't even seen the liberal media yet on some of the stuff that they've been saying about all of this. But I'm just sure, just like clockwork, they do it all the time. I'm willing to bet they're going to come out at some point and say that all of this is racially related. If she was white, they wouldn't even be looking into this. You know they're going to say it. You know they're going to. Well, Fani Willis, she put herself in this position. She put herself right where she is. No one told her to have an intimate relationship with her lover. No one told her to do that, but she took it upon herself to do it. And she's been caught lying, both her and the lover. They're on Front Street. Everybody is watching this. To me, this is so explosive. It's so explosive because the Democrat Party, they're not happy that this is taking place. The Democrat Party is trying to figure out damage control right now. The Democrat Party, it was like, oh my goodness, this is going to hurt our capabilities of getting President Trump. And let me remind everybody, this is the same Fani Willis that got that beautiful mugshot of President Trump. Isn't that something? Wouldn't it be just great when they get a mugshot of her? Oh my goodness. That'd be like the second best mugshot in American history. No, I'm just saying. It would be really nice to see a mugshot of her. She's not going to get arrested.
Who even knows if she'll get cut off?
If anything,
take it off the case.
I think the bare minimum, she needs to be disbarred. Bare minimum, she needs to be removed from her position. Bare minimum, she needs to pay a healthy fine. If she's not going to go to jail, be honest with you, all of those should apply to her, and she should go to jail. They should fingerprint her, and they should take a mugshot of her, and then share it for the world to see. The Democrats will be, this will make them so upset. Because see, when they got the mugshot of President Trump, which was the Mona Lisa of mugshots, we all like that. People put on t-shirts, they put it on cups, they put it on hats. President Trump's mugshot went everywhere. But hers, I wouldn't put that on a t-shirt because I know nobody would wear it. Okay, we're going to get to some of this stuff that I want to share with you. But let me get to some of this. Let me get to, of course, the white liberals and how they're looking at this. See, you don't need the black liberals to bring in the race card. You have white liberals like this one or these two here. Listen to this because it's all about people of color. She's a strong woman and she had a consensual relationship. And this is what they're going after. But wait, it's not the fact that she was having sex with a married man. It's the fact that President Trump, he did something wrong. Watch.
You know, what really just irritates me about the Fani Willis thing, it just gets under my skin because it's just such a ridiculous double standard that we have here for Fani Willis, for women, for strong women, women of color. You know, it's just, I've seen it a million times.
Really? She's seen it a million times. Look at this. This is the typical white liberal, the woman of color. Woman of color. No one told Fani Willis to do what she's doing or what she did. No one told her to do that. And this is the white liberal trying to come out there saying that she's being attacked because she's of her color. Now, listen, she's going to get into Trump.
And what really irritates me is the irony here, right? You've got Donald Trump, who's been found by a jury to have sexually assaulted, to have raped E. Jean Carroll, okay?
That's a lie. That's a lie. They didn't come to the conclusion that President Trump raped her. And see, they spew out these lies constantly. That never took place.
Assaulted her. There were two other women who testified at that E. Jean Carroll trial, right? That he sexually assaulted them. He brags on an Access Hollywood tape to grabbing women's private parts without their consent. And somehow that is not disqualifying for the highest office.
You see this? Grabbing women's private parts. How many times had that had to be explained to people? See, I still support President Trump. I knew what President Trump was saying. Now, I'm not saying that I've ever done that, but you know what? I used to be in music, and women would come from everywhere to get close to you. I mean, they would come from everywhere, and you have to push back on them. And with President Trump being a multi-billionaire, being in his position, you don't think that the women were throwing themselves at him? This is what President Trump was referring to. But they keep bringing that up, like President Trump was just automatically assaulting women. Every time they did it in 2016, talking about President Trump assaulting women, it didn't work, and it's not working now.
Fani Willis is in a consensual adult relationship with somebody, and that there's a hearing happening about this, I think it's atrocious. And I just want to call it out because it really, the double standard here is just really appalling. Anyway.
What does Fani Willis' sexual relationship with her lover, you can get her off the screen, have to do with President Trump? What do they have to do with one another? Absolutely nothing. Fani Willis, she took it upon herself to have this extramarital relationship. President Trump wasn't there. President Trump didn't tell her to do it. Money was getting passed around.
Yeah, and she benefited, you know, or he benefited from money being paid to him, not just, you know, for jobs, but, you know, for other things, then it needs to be brought to light. She was angry. She was so angry, yes. She was shaking. And at the beginning,
she was mad.
Her attorneys were actually trying to get her not to testify, but she said, "No, I'm testifying."
Really?
Yeah.
She should have kept her mouth shut, because this is only working into the favor of the prosecutors. I mean, she should have kept her mouth shut. Well, the left, they're in panic mode. Put the comments on the screen real quick. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that the government state media, do you think that they're in panic mode over this? Just yes or no. Just yes or no. Because they wanted President Trump. They wanted her to get President Trump. And I'm just kind of curious, do y'all see it the same way I do? The government state media, they are in panic mode because this is going to work in the favor of President Trump. Because now it extremely looks like it's personal. It is 100% personal, right? Let me share this with you, because they're wanting her to step down. They're wanting her to step down now before it gets even any further than what it is, because it's only going to look bad.
And I don't think this hearing helped her.
Huh?
This hearing didn't help her.
Oh, this court hearing did not help her at all. Didn't help her at all. Not at all. Split screen it. Let me show this with you.
Prosecutors have a higher obligation. It's not personal. It's not egotistical. It's not about you. It's about the office and the pursuit of justice. To your point, it might be appropriate for Ms. Willis to consider removing herself from this case now and turning the reins over to a senior official in the district attorney's office and let him or her handle it. Because this is getting ugly and it's getting messy. And my guess is it's not going to get better.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. They're saying, look, she's got to step down. I'm willing to bet. It might even be Barack Obama. Hey, you got to step down. You need to let someone else. I'm telling you, Barack Obama, maybe even Michael Obama, somebody is calling her, telling her that she needs to step down because, like my producer just said off camera, this was the case of the century. The mugshot.
Yeah.
This is the woman that got the mugshot of the greatest president in the United States of America. And now this is happening.
Yeah. This is going to taint her now.
Oh,
instead of
100%.
elevating her, it is now tainting her. And she's
already been tainted.
Yeah.
She's already been tainted. Well, here's another one from the government state media, everybody. Look at this one. This is on MSSTD. Listen.
It's so legalistic centric and yet so important and fascinating.
Right. Don't let the legalese fool you. This is epic. This is monumental. If things are going in the direction we think, Fani Willis lied to the court, it's game over for her. She will be disqualified. If they had a relationship prior to when they represented to the court, it's a huge deal. I can't overstate it.
And do you
This is a huge deal.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. They're trying to establish when the relationship began.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And either she's lying or they're lying.
And you know why the government, state media, she needs to go away, because they're trying to save it right now. They're trying to save the case against Trump. That's what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to figure out how can we save the case against Trump, because right now they're kicking her to the curb. They don't care because she's been caught in a lie. Here's another example to show and prove that she's been caught in a lie. I don't know how many of you seen this one. It's gone viral everywhere. All this stuff is going viral. Watch this.
if Miss Willis and Mr. Wade started dating in October of 2019?
I don't know if it was October of 2019.
Could it possibly be November of 2019?
Could possibly.
Okay. And when we spoke, you said it was shortly after the municipal court conference, though, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you know that their relationship, their personal relationship, began shortly after this municipal court conference.
Yes.
And when I say personal, romantic. I just want to make sure we don't get in an argument over what personal and romantic is later. When I ask you personal, do you take that to mean romantic?
Yes.
Okay. And do you understand it that their relationship began in 2019 and continued until the last time you spoke with her?
Yes.
So this is the testimony that was
This
really
is the friend.
the most damaging that I heard, because Fani is saying
the friend.
that the relationship didn't start until 2021, but her friend is saying, no. It started in 2019.
2019, they were together. And let me share this next clip with you. With her friend, because Fani Willis has kicked a friend to the curb.
Yeah, this is Fani's
her friend came out and testified. Now, if you are the friend and the court comes and you're being asked questions by the court, and you've seen your friend doing extra activities with the lover, and they're asking you questions about what did you see? Did they do X, Y, Z? Are you gonna lie to them to cover for your friend? Because your friend would never put you in that position anyways, or your friend would, I would imagine that if you have a true friend, your friend would want you to tell the truth. Regardless, tell the truth. That's what I consider a true friend. Even if you think you're gonna get in trouble, you tell the truth. Watch what her friend says.
Observe them do things that are common among people having a romantic relationship?
Yes.
Such as, can you give us an example?
Hugging, kissing, just affection.
All before November 1st of 2021, correct?
Yes.
That's all I have.
Stop it.
Oh. Hugging and kissing.
Yeah, Fani was asked if they were friends, and she said not anymore.
Fani Willis has kicked her friend to the curb after this. She says she heard what her friend said, and now she doesn't have anything to do with her. She's no longer my friend, right? The Democrats constantly think that people should lie for them. They don't have any remorse. They don't think lying is a problem. If you need to lie to get what you want, they have given it a pass. The truth is not in them. They expect people to lie for them. This is the reason why she was okay with going on the stand, because she figured that her friend was going to lie for her. Everybody else was going to lie for her. Even the boyfriend is having a hard time lying for her. Listen to what he was saying about the gift that he received for birthday. Now, my birthday was just in January. No one sent me a $2,000 gift. If you want to send me a late $2,000 cash gift right now, go to uniteamericafirst.com. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Right?
No one sent me a $2,500 cash deposit. No one did.
And actually, what he's saying is they hid transactions
This is
by
exactly what they're saying.
using his credit card. She won't admit to this, but he said it.
Say this. Let's take the Belize trip, for example, since you started there. that was a birthday gift to me, so I paid nothing for that trip. Zero.
Nothing. Zero.
Okay. So the charges that are on your card, she gave you cash for?
She did.
Okay. So all of the charges...
Excuse me, Your Honor, I believe the witness has finished answering the question.
Oh, did you have more?
I did.
Okay.
I wanted to get into the charges on the card because traveling with her is a task. You can probably imagine the attention that happens. So for safety reasons, she would limit her transactions.
For safety reasons, she would limit her transactions. When I first heard that, so what's the unsafe reason for the transaction? What would be an unsafe transaction?
Well, she knows what she was doing wrong.
But my question, what is an unsafe transaction? If you're after you're not doing something wrong, what is an unsafe transaction?
Well, exactly.
Because he just said she was doing it for safety reasons.
Right.
I wish the prosecutor said, well, can you explain to me what is a safe transaction? Why was this not? Why are you saying this? She did that for safety reasons, because she was hiding something. She was hiding something.
I mean, imagine trying to walk through an airport or sit at a restaurant or do anything. So there's no attempt to conceal. It's a credit card. Everything is here. So.
And that's not what I asked.
Okay.
What I asked was the charges for Belize in March 2023 on that credit card. Those are things you purchased to go with Miss Willis to Belize.
Those are things that we booked with my card that she paid. Yes.
Yes.
Wow, she paid it.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.